Depending on the character's roles, some liberties to keep the plot moving are unrealistic. What I'm focused on is learned behavior, something you see over time. That is why I like series, because it starts to develop a character into a person and it constrains the writer into how the character can react. If you violate the spirit of the character, then you soon will find interest in the books will disappear. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. Medallion Life Insurance. Dave Branstetter's father mentioned that the partners wanted Dave gone because he was an out gay, and implies Dave might want to go freelance since they will let Dave go as soon as he dies. In 2018, we have no idea what real discrimination looked like. Today, we scream it if someone says to our face they'd rather not take our money. Much of the 60s and 80s, to be out meant you couldn't work. Often we attacked those who lived during the bad times and accused them of selling out. Yet it was those that sold out, made lemonade from lemons, that has made today's freedom possible. Yes, those that hit the streets played a role, but each one of us have a role to play. Dave faced the looks of disgust and still did his job, lived his life, and refused to compromise to fit in with the radical gays or the rigid right. He never asked for sympathy or rushed to a court like a child insisting how mean people can be. He understood the cost he'd pay, refused to hide in the closet, and planned for the day that he would need to be prepared to move on. Yes, he had the advantage of a father who could protect, but eventually that ends. It is what you do to prepare for the future that matters. You can only ignore reality so long. By not acting like a child and leading his life his way, he showed all he met not only he was gay, but that gays are not broken, sad victims. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. The attempt is to start a discussion and get people to think about human behavior from the perspective of the closet. How this might lead to problems that make friends or partners or even business relationships difficult. I can understand why some would dismiss this effort. I find reminders in how the characters behave with memories of my own experiences and then explore that aspect. It's meant to start people to think. It is not meant to imply I am right. If you do not share the ideals with others, then how will you know if you're right? When talking, the focus should be on challenging and exposing your ideals, not in changing other opinions. That would only lead to frustration, since the only person you can change is yourself.